Welcome to Lesson 13 of PSRM Fundamentals Overview. Here we'll be discussing appeals. And an appeal will be introduced, showing the different entities that you need to use, like a review process, and how it actually uses the suppression that we already introduced in Lesson 11. Tax forms, an original one for $1,000, and then we added another one for 500 after the audit took place. And that's reflected on the financials over here, which shows that now the assessment is 1,500, and after the overpayment, which did an offset and gave back some money, this particular taxpayer, store BBB, owes $200. Now, this audit took place, but there's always an opportunity for a taxpayer to appeal, and now we will see how the system has a case management life cycle to deal with that. So the first thing I'm going to do again is go to my case management. We've looked at appeal, and we'll find that appeal is very similar to the audit in its review control as well. So we're going to do an appeal. We're going to appeal an audit. And you put in some sort of submission date for the appeal. Let's say today's date. A primary contact could be a related person, or it could be the taxpayer itself. Contact method, it could be through, let's say, email, contact name, fax, and so on. Email, contact name, not sure how we're going to use that, not sure, but just put something in. And we can use, again, a review process control, what review we're going to use, and it could be just an appeal, internal review, appeal, I don't know. And here you can, we define the suppressed obligations, which will be suppressed as a result of this appeal, and what we will suppress is again this particular obligation. Here we're going to actually, the suppression date will be from today. I remember when we did the audit, we did it back in October, but that doesn't matter. We can actually associate some documents or some forms. You know, if I wanted to create a form, I wanted to say, well, I wanted to link the that tax form. I might want to link here directly the tax form. So the and I imagine it's the top one. We just need to see the dates. I think it's this one. Yep. And I could perhaps want to also add in something else. Sorry, add in something else as well. Associate a form. I can also put directly the assessments, assessment adjustment, or also anything else that I need to actually associate with this. Okay, you can see how it works. You can just, it's a way of linking different items. You know, and so on. I'm not going to even wait for that. It doesn't matter. Related persons, I can set in an accountant like we had last time. I can add in myself, like we did it for the actual audit, and roles as well. So I can see the actual particular suppression, I can see the actual form, and I can, this is impending, submission date. If I actually validate this, it will create first of all the suppression automatically in the background. Suppression here is active. I can create and in this case, it's the same things that we suppressed last time. It's the overdue and and it starts from today's date because we started the whole process for today. And I can again create a review on a certain date, a review type. And once I start the actual review, okay, so we have it's pending. I can do in progress. Again, it has a way of, and I can actually say response recorded. I come up with an error since I didn't update this information. I didn't have reviewer's response. I need to edit it and add in some information about the back and forth of the actual appeal. Reviewer response, appeal denied by case manager, reviewer date, and the taxpayer has to respond, and he's let's say it's accepted by the taxpayer. You can have multiple reviews. Go back to the appeal. So the appeal has a review that has been closed, and basically it goes through this. You can create more reviews. It shows you the current review. If you have multiple reviews, it shows you in a list over here the prior reviews, and it's just simply a contact sheet for anything related to the appeal. There isn't anything here directly that you can do to influence the balance. You could change and obviously add adjustments, assessments, payments, and so on, and you could link them to this as well. And we can then finally have a final decision and close the appeal. So, what have we seen in this lesson? We've basically seen a similar type of life cycle that we saw with the audit, where we start with pending and we go through a validation and ready for review, and adds different reviews to the particular to the appeal. And then and obviously it's related to a suppression, and finally once the appeal is concluded, it releases the suppression. And the same entities are involved as we saw with the audit.